Hey everybody, Chaps here, and today we're taking a look at the new Horde skills. I don't have them all, and the meta hasn't finished evolving, so I can't give detailed analysis yet, but I figured I might as well give you guys my initial impressions. Let's start out with my go-to class, the Engineer. Salvage is interesting. It gives sentry kills a chance to drop ammo boxes. This could be a nice way to eliminate the need for a weapons locker, but is that really worth a full card slot for you? Most people don't really need ammo badly enough to justify this skill. But who knows, perhaps someone will figure out a fun way to use this one. Overclock will increase the rate of weapon locker reloading. This is awesome news for the heavy and sniper classes, and also those looking to do a salvo based run. For the most part though, unless you're doing a salvo only strat, I really don't see this card being worth the slot. The last card for Engineer is Flow. I actually really like this one. It decreases the damage taken while you're repairing a fortification. This is primarily useful for anyone running a sentry heavy strat. The main issue I see with this card though is I can't really see the benefit outweighing some of the other perks from other cards. I wouldn't say these new cards are amazing by any means, but they're certainly not terrible. Combine that with the fact that the level 6 abilities on the existing cards are just amazing, and the Engineer is still going to be one of the most important classes to have. Next, let's take a look at the Heavy. The Heavy's always been very powerful, and highly recommended to be used. Because of this, I feel that the class got sort of shafted by the new skills. Thick Skin's going to reduce the damage taken by incoming explosives. This is nice as Salvo's boom shots and drop shots are some of the most deadly things out there. Berserker is going to make it so you deal more damage while your health is low, and Last Stand's going to make it so you take less damage while your health is low. But these are only available when carrying a heavy weapon. These perks could be cool in combination with each other, but the fact that you need to be holding a heavy weapon and you need to be taking damage in order to activate it really diminishes the usefulness. I really don't see myself using those, except possibly on a salvo heavy run. Like I said, I feel the heavy got sort of shafted here by these skills. None of these are really amazing, but at the same time, of the base cards there's only about 4 or 5 that I find worthwhile, so I could easily see myself picking one of these cards and throwing it in my standard deck. The Scout is up next. I have some really mixed feelings about these upgrades. The Scout had some of the best abilities at launch, so it's going to be difficult for me to see any of these beating those out. Speedloader is going to grant you active reload when roadie running, and I really don't see anyone using this. Maybe it'll be fun on casual or something, but this really isn't going to be worth it to me. Cloak has gotten many people very excited. After taking cover and not taking damage for a short time, you're going to get this active camo that removes all aggro. Personally, I'm not a fan. It doesn't seem to work too well, and the usefulness is pretty limited. The time you need to stay in cover is a bit high, and your usefulness while in cover is quite limited. Oh, and just to note, this card doesn't remove aggro if you're the last person alive, or if the whole team is using this, so you can't all just hide and cover together. I really don't see a place for this card currently, but I hope someone can prove me wrong. This is a really cool card, and I'm sure someone's going to figure out some really useful way to use it. Dodge seems really useful to me though. Decreasing the damage while roadie running is going to be great for picking up energy while under fire. Of the 3 cards added, Dodge is most likely to make its way into my standard deck. The Scout was just full of dominant cards before this update, and it remains as such. So while I don't really find 2 of these 3 new skills useful, it doesn't really hinder the class that much. Alright, Sniper time. Pre-update, the Sniper was considered one of the weakest classes. Well, that's still somewhat true, but it just got a lot more powerful. Steady Hand is going to reduce the camera shake and allow you to take reduced damage while aiming. This is cool, but I'm curious to see how it works when maxed out. I'm probably not going to be using this card. Magic Bullet sounds amazing. Stacking up to 3 times precision shots are going to increase the damage of the next shot, allowing for some really powerful shots. When properly equipped, and if you're good at sniping, you should easily be able to one-hit Scions. There's one downside I'm seeing to this though. It seems that with Explosive Headshot equipped, the splash damage might actually clear your stack for this perk. This is pretty unfortunate, and I really hope it's just a bug right now. Called Shot is also great, as it's not only going to increase your damage, it's going to increase anyone else's damage on those marked enemies. If you combine this with the ability to spot multiple enemies, or using radar ping, your team's going to put out a ton of damage. I'd say that of the 5 classes, the Sniper's upgrades were probably some of the best. I haven't had a chance to use them all and test stuff out, but I feel I'm going to have a pretty hard time determining which of these skills I want to use now. Lastly, but certainly not least, is the Soldier class. pre-update, the Soldier was seen as the Hammer of Dawn machine, as they really had little else to offer. The new Siphon perk is going to grant more energy for planted grenade skills. This is cool to help you get some quick energy for properly planting nades, but I don't really feel this card's going to be worth using. An extra note about this card is that it seems to work against tagged enemies as well, not just off of planted grenades. The Assault Rifle Accuracy card is going to increase the accuracy the longer it's fired. If you combine this with the extended clip of the Lancer, you could probably get some serious damage downrange. If you look at this clip here, I'm actually not adjusting my aim at all. Even at level 2, the shots quickly converge into an insanely accurate laser shot. My favorite Soldier perk, and possibly my favorite new perk they added, is the Soldier Resupply one. This adds a grenade to your inventory every X seconds. If I'm not mistaken, you can get this all the way down to 20 seconds. That's just crazy awesome, and it's going to make a grenade build for the Soldier way more effective. In doing some quick testing, I found an interesting aspect of this card. The refill timer works on a continuous counter basis. For this reason, it's possible to time your throws right before you get a new one, and as you can see by this clip here, Jessie throws a grenade, and within a couple seconds she has full capacity again. While I still don't feel that the Soldier is the best class to use, these perks are certainly making him more useful, and I'm sure we're going to start seeing a Soldier used much more frequently now. Now, I almost forgot this one, but this one's pretty important to note. Don't forget that all class skills are able to hit level 6 now. This might seem like a small change, but this can really throw things off, and I think we're going to be seeing some really interesting things over the next few months. So to sum things up, in the end I think there were some really great skills added. There were also a couple duds, but in general I'm pretty excited. Hit us up on Twitter, let us know your comments below. What are your thoughts? What's your favorite new skill? Have you found any interesting ways to use them, or have you found any nice combos? I'd love to see your suggestions and try some stuff out. As I said before, once things settle a bit and I've gotten more time to play with all the skills, I'll be sure to make some updated guides. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.
You're hired.
Hunter, here they come!